Thank you, sir. Good afternoon, all. I am Dr. Krishnath Chowgule. I am happy to introduce today's guest speaker, Ms. Aarti Patole. Aarti Patole is an expert marketer who works as the Marcom manager at Tatweek Analytics, a market company, where she leverages her extensive marketing experience to provide strategies for branding through paid channels, social media, SEO, and content marketing. Previously, Aarti worked as a marketing manager for an e-commerce company. She graduated with honors with a degree in information technology, and this has helped her to couple technology with marketing to drive transformational digital change. Now I request Madam to take charge of the session.
Thank you so much for the wonderful introduction, sir. Firstly, I would like to thank you, CSIBR, for giving me an opportunity to give you a session on Google Ads. I'm honored, happy, and thankful to the organization. So the session is on Google Ads, and I believe that many of us might be aware of what Google Ad platform and how does it work and the know-how of it, and many of us might not. But I promise that during this session, you all will be knowing that why Google Ads, what is Google Ads, and how to get started with Google Ads. So let me start the session. Since this is a post-lunch session, I really wanted to understand like how many of us are like feeling a bit of sleepy. Just raise your hand in the chat box and let me know how many of us are feeling this storm feeling. Or everyone seems to be very active. All right. So if everyone seems to be active enough, I would like to ask one question to you guys. Yesterday, you had a fabulous session by Akshat Bharani on SEO. So can anyone tell me what is the hard truth of SEO in the chat box? Keywords. Someone says keywords. It's a competitive game. You need to put in more efforts as compared to your competitor. It can make fool something sometimes by words. Rahul Mehta said, it's keep updating and smart. That's right. Mrityunjay Kumar sir said, it's all about content and links. Okay, so the question is, what is the hard truth of SEO which we cannot digest? Okay. Optimizing the search engine. So that's slightly a challenge, but not the hard truth. For example, the hard truth of life is death. So what is the hard truth of SEO? In organic ads, Dr. Pankaj Sir said, it's purely AI based. Okay. Thank you all for the response. Let me get back to the slides and tell you what is the hard truth of SEO. So this is the truth. SEO is extremely important for your business success, but at the same time, SEO is slow. It gives you results, it's a long term strategy which definitely gives you a result, but the fact is that it takes time. But what if you have an event and you want to run a brand awareness campaign, or what if you want to have what, for example, for college universities, people want to grab more and more students after their graduation. So all those students who wants to get started in the month of July and August and looking for MBA courses, there is an opportunity, there is a customer demand. We cannot wait for doing SEO and wait for like 3 to 6 months that, okay, we'll be having these many keywords on place and then we'll start. So this won't work, right? So this is where Google Ads comes in. Traditionally, what happens is whenever we have to run a brand awareness campaign, or we want to have promotions, what we did in the traditional advertising is we used to run newspaper ads, we used to have TV ads, we used to have radio ads, all the traditional advertising. But in this scenario, in today's scenario, with 496 million internet users in India, digital advertising becomes the utmost priority. And Google Ad platform is the digital path to the advertising. Google Ads is a tool which allows you to serve ads on Google search engine. And we all must have seen in last presentation about SEO that more than 75% of the market share of search engine is a part of Google. So this becomes that we cannot neglect Google Ads. These are few stats to just attract you about PPC. 90% of the consumers say that they are influenced while making their purchase decisions. 58% also said that whenever they make a purchase, there is some influence regarding a paid ad, or they have seen some of the ads on social media, they have seen some video on it, video ads, I'm saying. And also 43% of users purchase something only after seeing the Google Ads. And this is why Google Ads becomes a very important digital marketing channel which you cannot ignore. Also, PPC visitors are 50% more likely to purchase something than organic visitors. And it's also acceptable that SEO cannot give you the 100% result. It cannot, because keywords are targeted for a particular page, and you cannot have more than 4 keywords target to a particularly service. But in PPC, you have a broader range. You can create multiple landing pages for your multiple services, and then you can target broad keywords. So there it becomes that PPC is, yes, a very important channel to look for. Now, after so much of enticing, it becomes very, very interesting that yes, we should go for PPC. If I have a business, I should definitely going to run PPC. But that's again, and just by creating an account and having search ad, because whenever you think on PPC, you think this. If you just put any keyword or a search query on bar, you will see this ad here. Earlier it was a sponsored, but now Google has changed the color as well, so that people don't get attracted that this is an ad. And just to raise the click-through rate, they have optimized this ad structure. But just don't do it for the sake of doing it. Google Ads is not for everyone. It gives you results, it gives you ROI, but it's not for every business. So what is Google Ads for, and what are the businesses that can be benefited by Google Ads? This is important. Research and analysis is the first foot to the digital marketing. You cannot just go and dive into Google Ads and say that, okay, I have 50,000 rupees. I want to do a marketing spend and I just want 500 customers. So this won't work until and unless you have a proper research on your business. So this is a general business query. Who is Google Ads for? So you always have to research that whether there is a customer demand for your service or not. Are there people searching for your services or not? For example, if I have to say CSIBR wants to plan a Google Ads, I wanted to first check if their MBA degree programs are being searched on Google's or not. So if you see, if you just type on Google that MBA courses in Pune or MBA degree programs in Pune, you will see that collegedunia.in or Nirma University or the major university will be there on Google Ads because they know that this is the high time that they want their courses to be. So you have to first be very clear about your customer demand or search engine. So if you have a website, you know there is a clear customer demand, people are searching for your website. So this is the time Google Ads is for you. So any business who has a clear customer demand, wants to increase sales or say leads or want to promote their business or just a startup looking to solve a problem, Google Ads is for you. So in this session, we will be discussing an overview on Google Ads, the network and campaign types on Google Ads, the basic account structure that Google Ads account has, the key terminologies, how to start running with ads, types of bidding strategies, and how to measure success. So Google Ads is basically an advertising solution, or you can say a tool provided by Google where you can bid for your search queries. It works in a similar fashion as what works when you do when a user puts a search query into it. So whenever there is a search query on Google, for example, if I type in women's shoe store, so there would be ads coming in, which is PPC, and below that there would be coming SEO, which is the organic results. So as explained by Akshat in the last session, what happens is there is a crawling and indexing that works parallelly, right? I think you must have remembered that session where the spider is there and its crawling happened, there is indexing, and it gives you the exact or the most relevant landing page to your results. In the similar fashion, Google Ads work. So there is an auction that takes place. For example, if I put up a search query as women's shoe store, so what Google Ad platform will do is the tool would go into the inventory and it will look for the best ads to serve, and then the Google Ad tool will look for what is the most relevant to the search query. It's very similar that the relevancy factor is very common when it comes to SEO or when it comes to PPC or when it comes to the overall marketing. So relevancy is the key. It doesn't work. So there might few people who look PPC as in like, okay, we have this much money, we just need to pay and we will be on the top of the page. Google Ads doesn't work like that. Let me give you one example. How many of you remember this? What exactly is this? Do someone remember that there is a movie Welcome? Dr. Mubina Safi said yes. So yes. So there was a movie Welcome where what happens is in general auction, what happens is people just bid for this painting and the highest bid gets sold. But in Google Ads, this doesn't work. Let's say you have a business and your competitor and you both are running ads. You are paying 5 rupees and your competitor is paying 4 rupees. That doesn't mean that your ad would be served on the top of the page. Your competitor ads can also be served if Google found that the keyword is relevant to the landing page of your website. So it doesn't mean that just by giving more money, you will be having more results. Relevancy is still the major factor here. Now coming to the major network, or you can say the campaign types. So this is the basic search network type. We all know that whenever we go in and type any search query, there is an ad that comes up. So this is the search network of Google. This is the one type. There are a total of 5 types of network where you can serve your ads. This is one, search. Then becomes display. So whenever you went to a Times of India, or you go to any publishing website or any blogging website, you will be seeing ads. These publishers are actually the clients of Google, where they give the ad space to them and where the ads gets started serving. So if you see here, there is ads for Policy Bazaar. This is a PPC. Now coming to the third one, this is shopping. So for e-commerce, this is the most important type of network, shopping ads. So whenever you search for shoe store, or you search for sportswear or any other thing, you will be seeing this 3-4 images at the top with some images and review snippets also. Sometimes you also see there is a special offer, you also see there are prizes. So yes, so just to make your ads compelling, you can have more features also to it that we will be going to discuss in the later stages. But this is the shopping network, which is used extensively by e-commerce. This is video. So as you can see, even this is PPC. Now coming to the final one. This is the 5th type of network, which is universal app. So whenever you are scrolling through your mobile, or you are going through, you must have seen these kinds of application where they are pushing you to install or giving you some ads. So these are applications which are extensively used to engage mobile app users. So all the network types are basically decided on the goals that you have for your business. So let me just give you a structure of how actually you can start running ads. So firstly, when you know that this is important, you know, second, that there is a customer demand. Now, third, you want to start running ads with Google. So the first thing that you want to sit down and think is, what is your end goal with Google Ads? Is it to have more clients? Is it to awareing more people about your brand? Or is it to have more installs for your mobile app? Or what exactly it is? You should, or you need to have a very clear goal. Only then you can have a success with running ads. So now goal could be to increase sales or leads, or also can be website traffic. Just to increase the website traffic. For example, you have a startup and you know that you just need more footfalls here, so you can have website traffic. Some people also run ads for so that people can navigate to their landing page and then come to their store. This is also happened with PPC. So it is clear that you make at the very first stage that what is the goal. Now coming to the account structure, I would like all of you to pay attention here, because this is very important, that how a Google Ads account structure works. This is very important. Now, if you see this structure, there is a master account. Why I'm saying this is optional is because with marketing agencies running multiple accounts. For example, I work for a marketing agency and we have clients like Upgrad, we have an academy. So there would be a master account of my company and there would be a account for Upgrad, there would be account for Johnson's and Johnson's, let's say, or account for CSIBR. So this is the master account for those who are handling multiple accounts. Now coming to the accounts, one account can have multiple campaigns. Campaigns are structured, or you can say campaigns are the category. Then each campaign has multiple ad groups. Ad groups has a set of keywords and landing pages associated to it. So you see there's an account, then there's campaign, then there is ad group, and within ad group there is a marketing mix of keywords, ads, and landing pages. Let me give you a sweet example to understand this account structure. So see, there is one store, which is account here, and then you have campaign for electronics, for shoes, and then for plants. So in the electronics section, there would be an ad group for laptop, for phone, and on the shoe section, there would be an ad group for heels, sneakers. And for plants, we have cactus and house plant. So this is how a campaign structure goes. There is a category. You can always you can decide what exactly you want from your campaign. Do you want to go specific with the locations? You can also do that. For example, let me give you one more example with the account structure. So this is your college. Every college provides certain degree programs. Let's say MBA, engineering, pharmacy, and BA. So let's say if a college is an account, there would be campaigns like MBA, engineering, and pharmacy. In the MBA campaign, you can have 3 ad groups: MBA marketing, MBA finance, and MBA HR. Why ad groups are important and why there is a targeting that is required? Let me tell you that. Every ad groups shares a set of keywords. So for example, if you are running MBA marketing, so this ad 1 and ad 2 will be competing for the same set of keywords, right? So similarly to MBA finance, this ad 1 and ad 2 will be competing for the same set of keywords. Ad groups share the same set of keywords. So this is one of the things that you need to remember while creating a structure for your ads. Now the second step, after you have the goal, then after you have the structure, okay, so this is my structure. Now you have to find the keywords that align with your goals. For example, if you have a very clear intention that I wanted to run a branded campaign, you are the owner of, let's say, Adidas, and you wanted to run a branded keywords with, let's say, Adidas shoes, or there is a sale that comes in, or let's say you wanted to run a campaign for very specific long tail keywords. So this is one type of keyword alignment you can have with your goals. You can also have service or product specific keywords. So based on your goal, you can have more and more keywords. And finding the relevant keywords is the same phenomena of finding the keywords for the SEO. You have to find what are the search queries, then you have to use tools like Ubersuggest or Google Keyword Planner. I personally prefer Google Keyword Planner because it also gives you insight on the competition level. And since Google actually loves their tools, so it always gives you the exact number, exact search volume, and the right metrics. So I prefer Google Keywords Planner for it. So you just have to look for the search queries, then map it to your keywords, and then find the search volume and the competition that they are having. And then you can also forecast that, okay, so this is my budget, these are the number of clicks I'll be getting, and these are the number of conversion I might receive. So this is the few examples of keyword grouping you can have when you have a very clear goal. You can also have geo-targeted keywords, for example, Pune Sports Shoe Store or Pune MBA colleges, where you have very specific city, because there are multiple universities that that have footprints on various regions. So in that scenario, we can have campaigns location-wise, segmented location-wise. Now coming to the keyword types. With SEO, we don't have that flexibility, but yes, here we are paying them rupees. So here we can have keyword types. So majorly, there are 3 types of keywords: broad match, phrase match, exact match. There is also one more, which is broad match modifier, which I'll explain you. So broad match is something which is a default case, and you should very attentively look into it, that what is your keyword type, because this will be going to have all your budget away. So for example, if you are running an ads for, let's say, MBA degree programs, now if you put that MBA degree program in your broad match, so I am giving example of MBA colleges. So if you have a keyword for MBA college, so in the broad match it will appear. Even if you have put up MBA colleges in Kolhapur, it will appear. Even if you put MBA institutes in broad match, it will appear. But if you put broad match modifier, so in that case, what happens is, if you put MBA colleges into broad match modifier, so this is the keyword, and if you put them into broad match modifier, it will appear for MBA college, also for MBA in Kolhapur, but would not appear for MBA institute. Why? Because with modifier, MBA colleges, these 2 terms, MBA 1 and colleges 2, these 2 needs to be in the search query. If this is not there, the ad won't be served to you. The ad won't serve. With the phrase match, what happens is, Google does semantic search or use synonyms. So let's say if you have a keyword for MBA college, then your ads would also serve for MBA institutes, because Google finds out that colleges and institutes are the same. Okay. So now the last is the exact match. Exact match query, what it does exactly is, if there is an exact match of the keyword, the example is MBA college. So if this is an exact match, so only in that case, your ad would be served to Google search. In case if you're also putting MBA colleges in Kolhapur or MBA colleges in Pune, your ads won't serve. Exact match is very strict. So I prefer to use broad match modifier at the very first stage, or you can also run a trial campaign for the first few weeks to analyze that, okay, these are the broad match that I am gaining. Then there is a negative keywords also, where you can just mark this keyword. For example, let me give you an example. So MBA colleges, people might search MBA college counseling. Let's say people might search that, right? Because everyone wants to have a counseling session before they enroll to a college. So MBA college counseling is not something that CSIBR provides, for example. So this is our negative keyword, because someone searching for counseling, this is not our area. So why we should spend ads on that? So we can have negative keywords there, right? So is there any question on this keyword types? Can I have some questions on chat box, please? If there are. Okay. No doubts. Awesome. Thank you, Dr. Bhaskaran and Priya. Priya. Okay. So this is the keyword type. Once you have your goal set, once you have the campaign structure set, you have find the keywords, You have selected what keyword type you should go for. Now comes to the real part. What are the ad formats you want to look for? So based on the network which I shared, which was search, display, shopping, video and app, based on these type of network, there are various ad formats, because this is very sensible, right? Because on search, on Google search, you cannot have video ads. You must have not seen that kind of scenario where you are just typing something, for example Sufi songs, and you are seeing Rahat Fateh Ali Khan at the top of the search page. This something doesn't happen, right? Yeah. So this is how a search engine works. So based on the network types, there are certain ad formats. So in the search campaign, you can have expanded text ads, you can have dynamic search ads, which is basically the same as the text ad, but dynamic search ads is where Google comes in the picture, and expanded text ads are something which are manual. There are call only ads, there are mobile app engagement ads. Let me give you a screenshot so that you understand what I'm saying. So this is an expanded text ad. With the name, it's very clear that what exactly it is. It is expanded. The description, which was shorter before, is now expanded to a larger description. So this is expanded text ad. When I say dynamic ads, so this dynamic ads are basically the same as an expanded text ad. It's just that the bidding strategy, which I'll explain in the later stage, is done by Google. So for example, it's the same as text ad. It's just that the money or the auction is handled by the Google, and here in the expanded text ad, you are the owner of yourself. You know what you're writing and you know what is happening over here. It's just the control is more on Google with dynamic. Making sense? All right. So this is the call only ads which I explained. So you must have seen in your mobile also that there are, whenever you search for someone like barbers near me or parlors near me or saloons near me or like any kind of maybe painters near me. So you must have seen this call to action, that if you are on mobile, you must have seen that directly there would be a call option that you can just click on it and you can call. So this is call only ads, which is useful for small businesses, because with B2B, there are lesser chances of getting people connected. So yes, so PPC may you also have to understand your business, if it's a B2B or B2C, and based on that you will be selecting the ad formats. So if in this scenario, if I have to say that you are a B2B, then I would not prefer to have calls. I would say that you must run PPC ads, take the visitors to your landing page, let them download your brochure. Let's have that data first. Anyone who is interested would want to understand what are the MBA programs, right? Am I sounding too fast, or is it just going up on your head? I really wanted to understand, because I'm not, because since this is I wanted to have this an interactive session. So please let me know if this is something which is okay. Okay. Thank you. Because it sounds like I'm just seeing a mirror and just pronouncing it aloud. That's it. All right. Okay. So now this was the search ads, and the search ads, I just explained you that these are the text ads that comes in. You must have seen ads like this also, where there are hotel ads and they just wanted you to open the ad, or like already open, or like install. So these all ads work on search results pages. Now in the display campaigns, there are majorly these kinds of ads that perform. So there are responsive ads, there are image ads, there are app and digital content ads, there are dynamic ads, lightbox ads. So this is a vast variety of ad format types that you can choose from display campaigns. And the reason why there are various ad formats is because in display, in just flick of seconds, you will lost your user if you are not interactive enough, if your ad is not compelling enough. This is why there is a lot of ad formats. Now, let me give you what responsive ads. Let me go one by one so that you understand that what are the ad formats. So this is a responsive text ad. Okay, let me clear you. In display campaigns also, there can be text ads. It's not necessary that on display campaign there would be only images. It's not like that. So there can be text ads even on display pages. For example, if you go to Times of India or even any newspaper publications or any of the website where you have seen ads, there can be text ads placed. There can be image ad placed. There can be video ad placed. All right. Now, how responsive text? This is a new thing. Responsive text ads is you have actually what happens earlier was whenever people have learned that okay they needs to have very targeted campaigns, they need to have multiple ad groups. So, for example, I just explain you that there would be college, then there would be MBA, and then it would be MBA marketing, and then there would be ads. Like okay, so we provide the best MBA degree programs in Kolhapur, let's say. So what happens is people generally create 5 to 6 ad copies in one ad group. So what happens is these 4 to 5 ad copies start competing with each other, which doesn't make sense, right? Because you are actually writing the same thing in multiple ways. So this is actually a fixation of those manual work. So what now we can do is they have increased. Okay, so what Google wants from us is okay, you give me 15 headlines and 4 descriptions, and then I'll choose based on the search query which is the most relevant one. So you just have to push. These are my headlines. These are my descriptions. Whatever suits the search queries, please push my relevant ads to them. So they will be. And it's not like that all the headlines would be mapped to a certain description. This is not the way. It works as in, for example, there is a search query for students save 20%. And here, it's like book cheap hotels in New York, fast, safe, and no cancellation fees. So it can be that they can serve this with this description. And it can appear like any of this ad. But yes, you can have certain things pinned. In Hangout Meet also there is a pinned option. What do you mean by pin? Pin is something that this is compulsory. You need to pay attention to this. So for example, if you are running ads, you want your Google that okay, this is my USP. You cannot ignore this ad. You cannot just ignore this headline. I want to use this. So you just pin that headline. You can pin in the priority order also that okay, this is on priority 1 and this is on second priority. So you can pin it and then Google will understand okay, so this is very important for these guys. So I have to put them here. Otherwise they will be asking money from you. So this Google also fears from us. So just chill. All right. So these are responsive text ads. Now the image ads, you must have seen Policy Bazaar ads or like ICICI Prudential ads just popping up here and there, and this is the thing. Like okay, just check your CIBIL score, just check your EMI, just calculate your loan EMI here. So these are the image ads that you must have came across during your any of the research phase or any of your doing any study or something. So this is kind of image ads. Coming to the light box ads. Light box ads are basically same as responsive ads. It's just that responsive text ads may we have the feasibility of writing multiple headlines and descriptions. But in light box ad, there is an image gallery. So based on the search query, and based on the display network they are into, the right image popped up to their user. For example, you have certain images, and if the Google has the demographic or the age or the profile of the customer, because Google has a vast data of profiles, right? So if I am 27 and I'm coming from like Book My Show website to this website where your ads are going to be placed. So since I am from middle age, you can say, and then I am like Book My Show, so I'm quite happening, right? So it sounds that okay, so this is the age group, we should display this ad. Or if a senior guy comes in, so we should place a professional ad. So Google themselves decide what is the best image to display based on the customer data they have, and it all comes in a very nanoseconds. They don't have to wait for like long. It's all automated. Now coming to the very interesting part which you all must have waited for, the bidding strategy. So mainly there are like three types of bidding strategy on a very zoom out level. There are manual bidding, there are automated bidding, and there are smart bidding. Okay, so manual bidding is something where you put your bid. Let me give you what bid is actually. Bid is something which you would like to pay to Google to serve your ad. Bid is that amount in rupees or in dollars, whatever you decide on creation of your account. Just note this point, that whenever you create an account, two things get freezed up and you cannot change that. One is the location from which you have created your account, so the time zone won't change. For example, if you created an account from India and you're operating from United States, time zone won't change. You will be seeing all your conversation, all your conversions, all your clicks and everything in that particular time zone only. Okay, and the second thing that won't change while you are creating your account is the currency. If you have selected INR, it won't be changed to USD afterwards. You have to be very careful when you create your account and select the time zone and the currency. And it's not like that if you have created an account from India, you cannot serve your ads to United States. That location is different. I am saying that when you create the currency and the time zone get freezed up, these are the two things that freezed up and cannot change. So why time zone is important? Time zone is important because whenever you will contact the customer support. Let's say if you have fixed, I hope you never, but if in case you have some problem and you want to consult customer support, they will be going to assist you in the time zone that you have selected. All right, and the second thing is the currency. Once you have decided, okay, I'll be paying to Google in INR, you cannot change that. Okay, now coming again to the bidding strategy. So there are manual bidding wherein the user itself decide, okay, this is the 5 rupees I want to have on this search, on this keyword. Let's say MBA colleges in Kolhapur. This bid is of 100 rupees. I wanted to pay 80 rupees, let's say, because Google will always give you the maximum bid it can give you. So based on your thinking process or your thought process, you decided, okay, let me give a bet on 80 rupees. So you can yourself go in and type that, okay, 80 rupees for MBA in Kolhapur. Okay, so this is how manual bidding works. Now coming to automated bidding. Now in the automated bidding, Google helps you. What Google do is, Google will help you with the fact, okay, you just tell me how much you can pay for a customer. Let's say Google asks a question to CSIBR. Okay, tell me, sir, or Anuradha ma'am, tell me that how much you can pay for a student to get enrolled to your institution. So they would say, okay, I can pay, let's say I can pay 50, I can pay 100 rupees per student. Let's say it's not, it's just a funny figure, but let's say they are ready. to pay 100 rupees for student. So they will say, okay, this is my cost per acquisition. When I say cost per acquisition, that means this is the cost that I can pay to acquire a customer. So if you spend 500 rupees to have 50 customers, then what would be the cost per acquisition? Let me see how many are actually listening to me. Let me check that. Awesome. I'm very thankful. Okay. Right. So this is the cost per acquisition. That okay, I decide to pay this much, and this is the same thing you need to tell to go to Google from the dashboard. You don't have to speak to Google authority. You just have to put up the number. Okay, so this is my number. I can pay this, and according to that, Google will decide that what is the cost per click that he will be that it will be serving for your ads. Okay. Now this is the third one is very interesting. It's smart bidding. Smart bidding is a machine learning algorithm. What smart bidding does is whenever you start running your ads, for the 30 days, smart bidding option won't be given to you. For 30 to 45 days, Google actually analyze the patterns that you are actually doing. Whatever bidding strategy that you're using, whatever clicks that you are having, so Google needs to have a certain data to analyze. Okay, so these are the search queries this business wants to get, and these are the customers or these are the conversions. So when Google gain that understanding from your data, after that it allows you to do a smart bidding, wherein you don't have to do, like, you are just free from yourself. Then the smart bidding will help you to get conversions. Smart bidding always works on conversions, not on clicks. It works on actual customers. So it will give you customers and the result would be conversions. It's not like, okay, so these are the clicks. Okay, what is smart bidding? It will give you number of clicks. No, it won't work like that. Smart bidding is a conversion based, result driven PPC strategy. Now, let me give you what are the bidding strategies that are used in Google Ads. So as I explained, target CPM is a cost per acquisition. So as you said, the 10 rupees would be the cost per acquisition. So you just have to put up 10 rupees and then your ads would be adjusted to the maximum CPC level that can be accommodated. Right? Now coming to the second, which is the target ROS, return on ad spend. So this is what is very interesting. So now there is a formula and I am spelling out that formula. I'll ask question, okay? So please pay attention, all the dignities here. So the formula is sales divided by spend into 100% is equals to your target ROS. So for example, if there is a sale of $5 and you have spent $1, what is the target ROS? Let me spell out the formula again. I don't want my students to say wrong answers. Okay, so it's like sales into ad spend divided by ad spend, sales divided by ad spend into 100%. So if you have a sale of 5, you have spent 1 into 100%. Yes. So 500% is the target ROS that you want to attain with Google Ads. So this is how target ROS works. And to have target ROS, because target ROS is something which people generally, which businesses generally don't prefer, because they cannot have a target ROS analysis done correctly. So this is a challenge with target ROS, but people with very higher spend, like more than $50,000 per month, they usually use target ROS, and it lies between 300% to 500%. Because whenever you apply this target ROS, you will be seeing a down rate of clicks, because all the clicks would be only targeted to those who can give you that amount, because Google has to justify the ROS. So this is how that bidding strategy works. Now maximize conversions. So as it simply says that to maximize conversions, you can have a capping. What is capping? Capping is the highest amount that you can have for a per day or a per month. Okay, so 5,000 rupees is my maximum conversions. I cannot pay more than that. Now in 5,000 rupees, give me conversions. How many conversions you can give me? I am okay with that. So maximize conversions is a capping with a targeted budget, and then Google, based on the patterns, based on the search queries, and based on the user profile that they have, serve your ads to those users who are likely to make a conversion. It's not who are likely to click on your conversion. Those users who are likely to purchase are then served your ads. Now the fourth one is enhanced cost per click. Now this works with ECPC is works aligned with maximize clicks also. That okay, with maximize clicks or maximize conversion, I wanted to use enhanced cost per click. So now what happens is, with enhanced cost per click, we give a veto power to Google. That okay, you can enhance cost per click if you think that this user can turn out. So this enhanced means a veto power to Google. Okay, you can enhance my bidding. I have written 15 rupees. You can enhance it to 20 or 25 if you see that there is a conversion. Okay. Now maximize clicks is used by when you are running a brand campaign. Let's say that you just want that people should know that there is a sale happening. There is a huge sale that is happening, and you want everyone to be aware of it. So let's put maximize clicks, because you know my sale is so enticing enough that if a user comes to my landing page, he's surely going to convert. So then in that case, you use maximize clicks. But maximize clicks will get away all your budget, because it's very risky at the same time, because you are not putting money on the conversions, you are putting money on clicks. But for many of us, or for many of the startup businesses, they want branding. So brand campaigns run on a very large scale. So it's not like that people are not running or not using this bidding strategy. I'm just explaining that what happens when you run maximize clicks. Your then result would be gaining the clicks. Google will be responsible on giving you clicks, not the conversions. Now the manual CPC bidding, which I just explained you, that here you will be putting the cost per click by your own. You will be in charge of your Google ads. That okay, for MBA degree program, I can have 15 rupees per click. But for MBA certificate program or MBA diploma program, I won't give more than 5 rupees. Because that's a degree, that's a diploma program which is of a lesser period. And diploma is like average. People usually don't give much seriousness to diploma programs. So regular degree is something which is very important, and people sees it as important. So we'll give okay 15 rupees, and it's also sales perspective. In degree programs, you will be having more sales. The average order value would be more than in the degree program versus the diploma. So this is from a sales perspective. All works from the sales perspective, because whenever you run a PPC campaign, it's not about having clicks. It's always about okay, you have spent 50,000 rupees, Mr. XYZ. Now I'm on your neck. Tell me what we have earned so far. Where are my customers? Where are my customers? Because in SEO you can be slightly saying, okay, Google is doing some algorithm, Google is playing with our search results, we are not at top, this is the reason, okay, this is the reason. But with PPC you have the data, and data speaks. You cannot lie about it. So this is why PPC bid strategy becomes very, very important. There is also CPM bidding, which is cost per thousand impressions. This is also for generating brand awareness. That okay, I want people to just see my ad. So impression versus click. Click is something. Impressions is not an action. Click is an action. So everyone must be aware of what click is. But impression is. Let's say if you search for let me say, if you search for like MBA degree programs in Kolhapur, you will be seeing a lot of ads. Not right now, if someone is Googling, just to stop you. But if you run for Pune or Mumbai, you will be seeing ads. So if you just start seeing Google ads for like MBA in Pune, you will be seeing ads. So if you not click it, but you have seen it, it has appeared in the search result, then it counts as an impression. And if someone clicks it, then it becomes click. So people also give money to CPM bidding. That we just wanted ourselves to be shown to users. We want ourselves to be shown to users because there are many times that you have seen ads for Myntra and then you just go to that application and buy some stuff. That you are just seeing ads for Adidas and you just go to there and just shop it out. So it's like that. It's work like that. And I also show you the stat that more than 48% of people purchase something while seeing an ad before. Seeing an ad before, not clicking an ad before. So seeing is an impression. Now, this is a very important thing. Because even if you have a very clear goal, very tight keywords, there would be, this is the landing page. And if someone knows who's Avinash Kaushik, he has very clearly said that don't run ads if your landing page is not justifying it. You are paying people to come to your landing page, and if your landing page doesn't speak the same language, you will be having a poor quality score. Earlier, the quality score was analyzed on the basis of the overall account structure, like how your campaigns are, how are the ads and the keywords. But now the relevancy is on the keywords, that how relevant your keywords to your landing page is. So if you are having a quality score of less than 7, you need to take a look on what your landing page is saying. You cannot have your keywords saying Telugu and your landing page saying Marathi. You need to speak the same language, the same thing. User should not be feel pain. Okay, what I clicked, yeah, it's not what I wanted. It makes sense. So yes, so landing page have 5 major components. First, it should have a very strong contextual images. So for example, if I am a student and I'm searching for MBA colleges in Kolhapur and I come to your landing page, the first thing I want is that there should be a strong image telling me, okay, this is the college university with a strong or a good image of the college campus. That would entice me. So I need to have a very, very good image about the college. Okay, this is the campus and I really like the campus. And then I would be scrolling down. Then there would be a headline, okay, MBA courses or the MBA fees or MBA structure, whatever you have written in your ads, you need to explain what your offer is, what you does, and why it is valuable for you. And then you need to have very focused call to action. People also have call to actions like download the course. Here is the link, download the PDF. And when they download the PDF, you ask email ID. This is a very first step to your first party data. People generally buy first party data, but with PPC you can generate your own PPC data with the very high relevancy. So after this call to action, there needs to be a very clearly outlined features and benefits of your offer. Like what are the key benefits, what is the USP that CSIBR is offering and Nirma University is not offering. There must be some. You should check out with Anuradha ma'am that what are the things that we provide and that other institutes don't. Now, the last thing is the testimonials, trust, authority and reviews, the social proof that you have done some amazing work. So for example, if I have to tell you about my authority, then I would be telling you that I am Google Ads certified, I am Google Search Ads certified, I am Google Shopping Ads certified. You can see it on my LinkedIn, I am a GAIQ certified. So my certification is a social proof of me being authenticated to give a session on the topics. So test, because whenever you search ads, you are actually doing one-to-many relations. You're not doing one-to-one where you can have a PDF, you can sit with your prospect and tell him, okay, these are my offerings. No, it doesn't work like that. You are doing PPC, and with PPC, you are making connections with one-to-many. With one-to-many, you need to stand out with your competitors. Now, with standing out, you need to have trust, authority. Why would someone trust you? With your reviews, with saying that, okay, we have dignified teachers who have decade of experience, like the professional. We are professionals, we are certified, we are AICTE approved. So these kind of accreditations, these kinds of acknowledgements and testimonials from various students, that gives you a strong, compelling landing page. Now, to make your ads more attractive, you can have certain extensions. You must have seen that there are, with the ads, there are site links, there are call out actions, there are call extensions, structure snippet extensions, reviews extensions. Let me give you an example, live example with this. Let me search. So see, this is not an ad, but you can see that this is the review. So in the review extension works the same way as this is working, but this is an organic ad. So you can put review extension over here, and your ad at the top of this would start appearing here with reviews extension. So these are the type of, you can say, to boost your search results. You can also have pricing. For example, if you are owning a bookstore, you can have, okay, this book is of 50 rupees and this is on sale. So you can have reviews that this book has a seller rating of 5-star and this is a price. So you can have extensions which clearly state your offer, your USP. So extensions, as you can say, assistance to make your ads more compelling. Now, after running ads for, like, let's say for two months or 1 month, now you need to measure success. How will you measure your success? So these are the 6 things to measure your success and to give reports to your management, or let's say to analyze your own self. Like how many clicks were there from your PPC? What are the click-through rate? What is CTR? CTR is the number of clicks divided by impressions. Now, CTR, what does low CTR means? Can anyone tell me if there is a low CTR, what I need to look upon? If you're running ads and if you're seeing that there is a low CTR, what do you mean by that? Yes. Yes, Dr. Prashant Kalim and Dr. Bhaskaran, Dr. Mubina. Okay. People are not clicking your ads. Dr. Mukesh. Okay. Yes. So that means a low CTR means that you are having that your ads are being seen by various people, but they're not clicking it. Now there could be multiple reasons for it. Maybe your text ad copy is not delivering what you want to deliver. So that means you need to work upon your ad copies. So low CTR is a very high alert for you if you're doing PPC. Then the cost associated with this is very important, because if you're putting money, you wanted to know like what is the total cost for all the clicks that you had. Then the average position. So how high your ads were your ads in the top search result pages or on the second page, or where exactly? The conversions that you had, the quality score. See, the quality score is totally dependent on your keywords relevancy with your landing page. If you have a good set of keywords that resembles to your landing page, you will be turning out to pay lower bid than your competitor. So please pay attention to the quality score. Now, this is the most important takeaway, which I would like everyone to take away this thing. Please read it loud. Nobody counts the number of ads you run. They just remember the impression you make. Your ad copies should solve a problem of your user, which your services also do. If you are running an ad for your MBA degree program, then those students should get an idea that this institute would give me the best MBA course that I wanted to, with the fees that I'm looking out for. So it's the impression, and the impression, by impression I mean that you are actually not interfering with the customer interest, but actually utilizing their interest with your ads. So this is my final quote for this afternoon session, and if there are any questions, I'm happy to hear that. I really want, there should be some questions coming up.
Ma'am, there is one question.
Yes.
What is the difference between if we see impression and click on website when searching and impression and click on any Facebook image?
Facebook image.
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah, like in Facebook image there is like, share, comment and impressions we are getting. So that impression and like is same as like on website as you explained right now?
Yes, it is the same. Why? Because impression and clicks are the terminologies. Let it be any channel, it would be save the same purpose. Clicks would be clicks, impressions would be impressions, and conversions would be conversions. If you say Facebook saying that this is the conversions, and Google Ads saying this is the conversion. Conversions means the conversions. So the terminology that is used for Google Ads and for Facebook Ads is the same.
Madam, does it mean suppose I post any image on the Facebook, I got 100 as impression and 10 likes. So does that 100 people watch my post or not?
No, your post has appeared on their timeline.
Okay, fine. Thank you.
Let me see if there is something on chat box appearing. Okay, there is some good questions here. So good landing page examples is, I would share that HubSpot. If you see, HubSpot has a very good landing page. Landing page score X. how ad rank and quality score affect bidding? Yes, this is a very good question asked by Dr. Mukesh Porwal, and I would request everyone to pay attention to this question. Dr. Mukesh Porwal sir has asked how ad rank and quality score affect bidding. So firstly, ad rank is the search position of your ads on Google search. Okay, like for example, when you type a search query, there are 1 to 2 3 ads on the top of the page, few ads on the right side, and few below. So these are the ranks that your ads has based on the quality score of your keywords, based on the relevancy, and based on how new you are to Google Ads. For example, if you are running ads, you have just started with Google Ads, your ads won't appear at the top. This is how this is the general scenario that every initial business face. Now the question is how ad rank and quality score affect bidding. So if you want to say that okay, I want a higher ad rank, so actually these are mutually integrated question. Like if you have a high quality score, then you will be ending up to lower bidding, and if you have a lower quality score, you will end up to higher bidding. This is very same. All right. So for example, if you are an owner of your fruit stall, and you are having a very good apples, let's say. So if your apples are positions at the top, people come across and they will see, okay, these apples looks amazing, I must buy them. So the position matters a lot, because that becomes an ice cake. So now people are coming to your store and they're seeing, okay, this is the apple I want to purchase. So the ad rank is how it works. And with the quality score, quality means by the presentation that you have done to your apple. People actually use injections and everything to make that apple red as Kashmiri apples. So that quality score is the appearance of your apple. So now if you have a good position, a good quality score, then you would be ending up to lower bidding. I hope that answers the question. Okay, now coming to the second, bid is dependent on. Dr. Mubina Sefi asked me, bid is dependent on. Bid is dependent on the keywords that you have selected. So for example, if you have a very high competitive keywords, let's say MBA colleges, simple MBA colleges, you will be ending up to very high bid rate, because it's a 2-word phrase. Right, and if you drill down it to MBA, then it becomes more higher. The more you go to a long tail keywords, the lesser bid you will be ending up to. So the bid depends on the keywords and the competition that keyword has. Dr. Bhaskaran has asked, for what sort of Google ads? For what sort of Google ads the bid would be more and when the bid would be less? So as I just explained with the fruit stall, that whenever you have a good ad rank and whenever you have a good quality score that mapped with your landing page. For example, I am telling you, for example, if you have a very top position, let's take the same example of that apple. Then the people will go and take the apple, and if there is something like there is a worm bite or something, he would be not going to purchase. So your click is wasted, right? Your click is not going to help. He's not going to purchase, even if it's on top position, even if you are very your ad copy is very enticing enough. Your landing page needs to speak the same language to have conversions. What about YouTube ad, how they are sorted? YouTube have different bidding strategies. It's not like a different bidding strategies, but the terms are different. It's on impressions and of course on ads. So in YouTube ads, generally there are 2 types of ads: discovery ads and in-stream ads. So for example, if you just open YouTube, you will see, and if you just type, let's say Angular programming, you will see that there are Unacademy ads appearing, just similar to Google ads. There are text, there are title. Even when you see a Google ads in the left or right option, you will see that there are text ads on YouTube. In left or right, not on the channel, in the right side or in the right side corner, you will see there are text ads. On the top also you can see there are text ads. So these are discovery ads for YouTube. And then there are in-stream ads. So when you play a video, then in between there are ads. Mostly they are Zomato ads. Nowadays you will see a lot of Zomato ads in every video. For the 30 seconds you cannot do anything, just see that Zomato ad. So that are in-stream ads. There are also a few, this is a good question, there are also ads which are run for particular seconds and you can skip ad. I'm sure that you all must have gone through and you must have clicked thousand of times that skip ad. So whenever you do that, whenever you skip the ad, if for example, if you are running the ad and someone skips the ad, so in that case, you are not going to pay to Google if your ad hasn't worked, like people haven't watched the ad completely. So in-stream ads are a way to put your ads inside the YouTube. It's in-stream. And discoveries are the same as how text ad works. It's just the channel is YouTube. I hope that answers your question. Awesome. So Dr. Mubina Safi has also asked, so bid is dependent on keyword and quality score. Actually, quality score is the metric of keywords. Because for in the earlier stages, like in the last year, what used to happen is that the quality score was given just beside the ad group. Okay, so your ad group is having this quality score, or your ad, particularly your ad is having this quality score. But nowadays, each keyword has a quality score. So for example, if you are running an ads for, let's say, MBA colleges in Kolhapur, let's say CSIBR is running ad in Kolhapur and they don't have offices in Pune or Mumbai, and if the ads is showing, so you will see that the quality score for MBA colleges in Kolhapur is 10 out of 10, but in MBA colleges in Pune, the quality score would be low because the landing page is not justifying the location of other cities. How ads on our search history appear? It is based on cookies. Rahul Patil sir has asked this question. I want to earn from YouTube channel. Can you focus on this? Oh, I think that requires a complete new session. Mahavir sir. YouTube channel, I want to earn money from YouTube channel. So firstly, you need to create a channel and then you need to create YouTube videos. There is a benchmark set by YouTube that, okay, these are the 10,000 subscribers you need to have to run monetization. You cannot copy ad. You need to have your original content. Then only monetization happens. Even if you're having a slight copy from a movie scene or any of the copy seen from any other institute, you will not be able to run monetization even if having 1 crore of likes. Monetization on YouTube is very, very strict. You need to have an original content first, and then you need to have a certain number of subscribers, and then you need to have a benchmark. You need to meet the benchmark of the likes. I think we should contact CSIBR for having a session on YouTube as well. I think there are lots of queries coming in, and I would be really happy to have a particular
session. Yes, we can have.
Yeah. Yes, ma'am. I just missed your last words. Can you please repeat?
No, sometime it can be arranged. That's what I said.
Okay. Yeah. So they are being very kind enough. You just have to raise your hands. Okay, we want to learn about this. And I would be really happy to have an interactive session on this. I think we have ended up on a very, very nice time. Anuradha ji, can you please guide me further?
Yeah, ma'am. Just I mean, really thank you for this very, very wonderful session. And I would now request Professor Krishna Chaugule to give you a vote of thanks. And then after that, we end the session. So Chaugule sir, please, your vote of thanks.
Okay, thank you, madam. Good evening, everyone. On behalf of C-Cyber Kolhapur, I feel a great honor and privilege to deliver the vote of thanks. First of all, I would like to propose heartily thanks to today's guest, Ms. Aarti Patole Madam, for sharing her valuable thoughts on PPC advertising. Thank you very much, Madam, for sparing your valuable time and for your interesting and provoking address. I am sure that all of us have taken note of your opinion and benefited by your address. I convey thanks to management, all faculty members and participants for taking interest and participating in this session. Thank you, madam, once again.
Thank you, sir. Thank you for having me. I'm really honored and thankful for this interactive session that we have.
Thank you, madam. Thank you, madam. Participants, we are signing off now. And tomorrow we'll be having the last day of our FDP. So we'll be meeting at 10, but please be prepared. Tomorrow, after the 2 sessions on Google Analytics, we are going to be having a short quiz test. And it is mandatory that all participants have to do the quiz to be eligible to get the certificate. So it's not just your attendance, but it is also this quiz that you have to go through. So it's a 30-minute quiz. We will be taking it in the afternoon session. So please make sure that you've gone through all that we've done so far. And tomorrow you'll be giving a multiple choice quiz. Yes, it is a MCQ. It is a MCQ. MCQ, it will be given to you in a form of a Google form. I think we've sent recordings till yesterday. Today we will mail them immediately today itself. Well, also the presentations, whatever we've received, we've sent it to you. And the remaining we'll send them to you as soon as we get them. Okay, so signing.